Hi, this is Alchemist2 and I'm back again with another movie review. Actually, this is a cartoon review. This was recommended to me by my friend from Norway. I had been a fan of Terry Pratchett for the longest time. I love his satire, his humor, his wit, that British dazzling wit that he has, and just his ability to make puns funny. And that's really difficult to do because sometimes puns just go completely over somebody's head and they think, oh, that's so lame. But within this installment of Discworld, which is called Soul Music, it's done in such a way that it's really clever and creative, and I really enjoy that. I love wordsmiths and how they can just weave such wonderful poetry on screen and with their words. This series is inspired by Discworld, and basically it's the story of this farm boy, and he's got a harp and he plays it all the time, and his father doesn't like it, and basically he decides to leave home with the harp, and he comes across this troll, and I think it's a dwarf. Yeah, it's a dwarf, and there's a mysterious music shop that appears just out of thin air, and there's a guitar, an enchanted guitar of all things, and the guitar chooses him. And of course his life is supposed to end, and death is supposed to take care of that, but you know, he starts becoming philosophical, which is not good considering the job that death has to do, and upsetting the balance and everything. So Susan, his granddaughter, she's just lassoed into the whole duty of being death, and she doesn't really care that much for it. And I'm not going to go into what happens in the series, but it's really, really hysterical, and I absolutely loved it. And every bit of it was just so comical, and just the artwork was good too. I enjoyed all the animation involved, and just the madcap nature of it, and how random it was. And I love it when Death, he's trying to forget, and he signs himself up for the Klaxon Foreign Legion, and of course the people in the Legion, they can't remember anything because of course they're there to forget. And even the leader of the Foreign Legion, he doesn't even know who he is, and he looks into a mirror, he doesn't even remember his own face. And I laughed so much. And I love the wizards too. The wizards, they become entranced with the music later on, and I'm not going to go into that, but it's really quite involved. I mean, even for a short series, I was able to get Weird Sisters on DVD, as well as the Hogfather. I haven't seen the Hogfather. I don't know if Susan is involved. It looked like she was, and I really like Susan Death. She's such a neat character, and she actually has a heart. You wouldn't think that Death would have a heart, but apparently she can. Yeah, you see that at the end of the series with Buddy, as he calls himself. His original name is Impakellen, and in the language, the land where he was raised, it means you know, a budding sprout, like a budding ivy. Budding ivy, that's a name for a man? Sounds a little effeminate, but you know, not gonna go into that. He's nothing, he's far from it. Yeah, I liked all of the characters that were involved, particularly the talking raven in the Death of Rats. Death of Rats doesn't talk. He has to have an interpreter, so the raven is his interpreter. And of course, Pinky is the name of Death's horse. It's just Pinky. That's supposed to inspire fear and petrification from me. Doesn't quite do it. Maybe if I saw a bony figure with a cowl and a scythe next to that, yeah, I would. Yeah, well, I'd probably say, "Oh, hi, how are you doing? Come to take me, have you?" But it's really, it's an enjoyable series. I love it. If you're a fan of Terry Pratchett, by all means, get it. It's not expensive at all on eBay. It's 24 bucks. It's worth it. Hogfather, I'm getting that. I'm going to do a review of it as soon as I see it. I haven't seen it yet, so I'm excited. I've loved Discworld ever since I got into it. I didn't really know that much about it when I was young, and I wish I had, because I think I would have been a huge fan. But I'm a big fan of his works. I love Terry Pratchett, and I hope one day I get to talk to him and tell him how much he's inspired me and given me something to think about, of course. And ethics are involved with this as well. It's very, very intriguing, very different, and just gives you a lot of food for thought, something to ponder. As far as cartoons are concerned, I definitely give it 5 stars and 2 thumbs way up. And if you haven't seen it and you're a fan of Discworld, I would highly recommend it, because it's outstanding. And Death even comes across as an amusing character as well, especially when he when he wants to imbibe vast amounts of alcohol to help himself forget he's dead. That's not gonna work. You just know. I was wondering, I think that the Greek symbol on his cowl, and I kept noticing that it's Omega. I was wondering, I don't really, I don't read Greek well. If anybody cares to tell me what that symbolizes, I think it's Omega. Because Omega is the last, isn't it? I do believe that's correct. But I notice things like that. I have an eye for detail. And I really like the whole idea of Discworld. Is just it's fantastic. It's just outstanding. It's one of those things you can get lost in and kind of enjoy yourself and be entertained. Also be educated as well. There are some rather philosophical ideas that get tossed about in the series, and it's a very, very entertaining series, if at all. It's short, and I'm hoping to see Weird Sisters and Touch of Magic as well, because one of my favorite actors is in that, Tim Curry. Oh, be still in my American heart. Sorry, I love Tim Curry. Gotta get me some Tim Curry. Got a curry craving. Sorry, that was oh dear Lord, I can't believe I said that. Oh, I can't believe. Never mind. Alright. Erase that from your brains. Oy vey, that. Oh, that was horrid. Okay, I'm done with that. Go watch Soul Music. If you're a fan of music, you'll love it. And it gives a new twist on that as well, that whole idea of music itself, and it's an entirely different version of what I would consider music to be. But there's quite a few twists and turns, and makes it all the more intriguing, I would think. So if you are a fan, definitely watch this one, because it's worth it.